I'm still not ready. All right, close enough. Fine. Here I am. What? There. Where? No, it's an overlay and then hide it. There you go. Hey. Hello, everybody. I am your host, Griswold Guy. Hi. I'm General Griswold Gaius Grimm of the 1st LARP Ingression Protocol. Hello. I see the assassins have failed. Welcome to the Kintsugi live stream, a Reaping 201 class. This is sort of a work stream, but I'll give you your savings throws anyway. That's where you get to choose between survival, social, wisdom, or heart to save versus mind control. Over 10, you take half damage. Survivalists with the 7. Socialists, 18. Sophists, nat 20 today. And hard folks, way up there with the 16. So, I guess it's nothing harmful today, or you won't be taking damage. Or I don't know. You're doing good. May they continue to do so. Thank you, Joseph. Good to see you. Okay, so the plan today, like I said, it's a work stream. What happened is here, let me, first we can remove this one for the moment, and then we present, oh, that's not the one. I want to change it. Stop that one. We're doing a different one. We're doing the Brave tab with the shared audio. Here. Okay, so John Vvk had this guy on, and it was announced, and there was like a 2-day wait up, and then there was a premiere, and most notably, as soon as I saw this open, actually 19 minutes. Okay, as soon as I saw this open, like, look at that, John's in the fancy shirt with a collar and stuff. This one must be important, and so I started to work on it in my in this fancy OBS thing, because a quick and dirty way. Well, not quick and dirty isn't really the right word. Let's say one way in which to do a distillate of a feature-length presentation, such as the conversation between John Vvk and Stang. I think he's like not a Mustang, but Stang, is to use OBS in the following manner. You do it up like you normally do. Oh, wait, not seeing clips like you normally do. Oh, see, look, I got this guy, Charles Marshall Stang. All right, and what I've done, I'll show you first. I'll show you the end product, right, and then I'll show you how I came to it. Let's see. Should we have some background music for a second? Sure. That's very relaxing. All right, it's only 46 seconds I put together, but all right. You see? Okay. So many tabs, so few monitors. Stop the screen. All right. Open this one. Pause it immediately. Stop feeding the ducks. I said stop it immediately. Present it via the share screen window, movies and TV, and hopefully you guys can hear it. Okay, so that was 46 seconds that I ended up with from present, share screen, Brave Tab, that one, share it, this. I see.
Under the aegis of the Divinity School, but is
it sounds
in
better,
part
huh?
an intentional community and part a.
That's a thing with Streamlabs we haven't quite figured out yet. Wait, I bet you I can make it work. So well, this is a work stream, and remember, everybody, look at these means of production. What I need to do for you to hear that, unfortunately, is go into the brand tab, vidya clips, add vidya clip, and grab it from there. So I do that. There you go. Here's the 46 seconds you just didn't hear. Now revealed. Hurry up. With sound. Come on. You can do it. It can do it. Hey, Lynn. Magic, good to see you. Okay, did it load? Yes, here you go.
So for those who are joining, let me just introduce myself briefly. My name is Charles Stang. I teach at Harvard Divinity School. I've been on the faculty here since 2008. In my own work, I extend that quite a bit beyond the Church Fathers, and I study this religion and philosophy in the ancient Mediterranean world. About 5 years ago, I took on a new role here at the Divinity School, and I've been directing what's called the Center for the Study of World Religions, which is under the aegis of the Divinity School, but is in part an intentional community and part a programming hub for the school, the university, and beyond.
And then, had I done it, would make it say, distillate. And then show it. Oh, you didn't. I said distillate. Now we show it. There we go. That was a distillate from this here.
Programming hub for the school. Sometimes at other universities that goes under the name of patristics, study of the so-called Church Fathers. In my own work, I extend that quite a bit beyond the Church Fathers, and I study religion and philosophy in the ancient Mediterranean world. And that kind of wide net is reflected in the book that John held up.
Oh, here it comes again. Here it comes again.
Which was published in 2016. There it is.
Now, as you can see, the distillate was not in the same view, that you're seeing now. And that is because in the magical powers of the OBS, as I'm about to show you, window obs here. What you can do when you make to get it on your screen at all, in case you've never done that before, you add a source. Oh, you guys don't see the pop-ups. That's unfortunate. You add a window capture, and I'm adding existing because I've already made it. It's Brave too. But see, now I have this one over here that I started with, and I can, holding the Alt key while I use this resizer here, I can make one for that guy and one for John, like this. Look at this. Hey, let's get some background music, bro. We're feeding the ducks. I don't know. Daydream. And so now we got one for what we get in your sources. You want to put them close together. The new ones always show up way at the top. And for whatever reason, I got this other one down here. I just threw it in the group on accident. Get out of there. Get out of the group. Okay, down here. Keep going. Oh, we're almost there, guys. We can do this. We can do this. Now see Keck's above it, because before it was not. All right, so now you can turn off the eyeballs. Make one visible at a time. Yeah. Yeah. And then you go back to your Brave tab and play it. I took too far back. Oh, wait. Sorry. That was it, but 10 seconds. I forgot to do something. You got to press the record button, right? And when you're dealing with one monitor, it's very tricky. But if you start it and then hit record, oh, I put it down too fast. Son of a... And then you stop and start over. All right, but you get the idea, right? You time it so that you switch and then people can see. And it makes... Okay. And now, on to see, this one is called... This episode is called... I can... There. Now, look, Grim, what are you doing? Why is it, Grim? You've called this Kintsugi, and you've got poor John there between some monsters. Well, let's see. What if we go to minute 19:15 individual and pause it? Hey, quit it, and then maybe shut down the background music for a minute.
Take up, and all that matters is how you feel about it and other things like that. And you rightly smiled around that because you're. And so for me, in a lot of my work, I'm trying to steer between this Scylla and Charybdis. I'm wondering if you are also.
You're trying to do what, John Vvk? What did you do, sir? What was it you just said?
Feeling that. And so for me, in a lot of my work, I'm trying to steer between this Scylla and Charybdis.
What the hell does that mean, God? Oh wait, I gotta stop that one and then present the tabs again. Dear reader, give us your money. Between Scylla and Charybdis is an idiom deriving from Greek mythology, which has been associated with the proverbial advice to choose the lesser of two evils. Several other idioms, such as on the horns of a dilemma, between the devil and the deep blue sea, and between a rock and a hard place, express similar meanings. The mythical situation also developed a proverbial use in which seeking to choose between equally dangerous extremes is seen as leading inevitably to disaster. And now, but Graham, what does that have to do with Kintsugi, sir? Well, as you can see here, Kintsugi is a Japanese art of repairing broken pottery, dusted or mixed with powdered gold. Here, let's watch the one they recommend for a second. Oh no, let's not. Let's watch the one that I picked to give myself time. Stop it. Here, this is to help you understand what the word Kintsugi might possibly mean for you. There we go.
Broken at some point in our lives.
Say that again, Bob.
All of us have been broken at some point in our lives. Something happens that damages us badly, that we have to heal from, repair from, to regain our purpose. We lose parents or family. We lose friends. We burn out. Our careers might derail. We may get ground down over time by events. Something unexpected can hit us. Some of us live in countries torn by war or poverty. People are bullied, harmed, abused, mentally or physically. Any kind of trauma can be devastating. It leaves marks, leaves scars that never really go away. It can take a lifetime to heal. Some of us never really do. Kintsugi is the Japanese art of preparing something purposeful that has broken, often using a gold, silver, or platinum lacquer. So you're not hiding what happened. You're making the vessel strong and whole again, but you're also showing the healing, making it part of the whole, making the old vulnerability part of the new strength. I've always loved the idea because you're not throwing something away or hiding it or pretending the damage never happened. You are using that breaking to enhance it, to make it unique, to give it new purpose. I think it is.
So, as you can see, the word kintsugi means what it means, and for me, in the context of reaping, of the clips and things, as we do around here in this advanced class of Kintsugi Reaping 201. This is an advanced class. What could happen there? in this instance where John says, so if you were making if you were one of them Reaper fellas, stop it, who were making one of those a Kintsugi cut of a distillate or a vidya, you could grab a clip of something like, go down the list, this one, why not? Okay. Do you see? Do you see how, like, you take you take what they're referencing, and then you bring something in that explains it for people who have no clue what they're talking about, and that is one way one adds gold to a video, and I call adding the gold kintsugi because I don't know, cult language makes us feel like a community. Transmuting pain to strength. Okay, I have one more example, but in case any of you want to come play, there is the link to join the stream. M. Kramer, nice to see you here live in the live stream chat of the Griswold Grim live stream experience. Get saved. It's nice to hide behind a sign for 12 seconds. Remember, Embody, there is no agency. We want what's best For you.
Do you have anything you want to say in conclusion?
Well, I don't know that it's in conclusion, Dr. Peterson, but I want to say, if one were to, here's one final example of a possibility, what would count in Grimm's eyes as a Kintsugi cut of a thing there. Oh wait.
Everybody in the boy community wants to be pirates. Pirates are no match for mermaid. Mermaid.
This one.
I loved one of my favorite videos was Peugeot and Andrea and Merck. That was so good.
No, see, when you're doing an OBS, you just close the tab like that. But when you're doing it in this beast, apparently the play is not to do that.
Question.
Okay, so he bring order from the chaos of her potential.
But it's framed chaos. It's not pure chaos. It's
Right,
it's,
okay,
it has a certain limit. It's just
Right.
like so all forms of divination are that. So you take a bunch of bones, you throw the bones and then they fall. So there's this like chaotic weird thing that manifests some intuition or some associations, but you need someone to interpret it. Without it, it's nothing. Right? You need both.
Okay.
Just like in scripture, you have the tongues where people say a bunch of stuff, but in scripture it says if you don't have an interpreter, then it's pointless.
Okay.
So you see how now, like, if it was a Kintsugi cut of the Paul and me video, you jump back to the Paul with the next, but you bring up anything that adds value to what you're clipping is reaping in Kintsugi as far as I'm concerned. I hope that everybody feels edified by that. Does anybody want to come play? The link is there. And here's your opportunity. That's gotta. All right, so that shouldn't be a background, and it's not a bit. It's an overlay you're looking for. Oh, did you guys know you could totally get one of these by clicking the link in the description? There's a Discord discount code of 20%, so you can be a discount Shadow Cabal member. And if you do get one, let me know in the Discord. Like for those that become members of the Shadow Cabal of people who support this effort by joining the Patreon, there's a Discord automatic tie-in that lets you into secret rooms. But if you're coming in via the Substack or the Buy Me a Coffees or any of the other ways, you might have to tell me before I can get you keys to the right Discord room. It's a lot. There's Mount a lot. It is a cool hoodie. Good. I hope that helps. Okay, so for those of you who operate, and I know there's most of you because it's 2022, who operate from a phone, unless I'm mistaken, and that's rare, in the Reaper's room of the Reaper's Hall in the pinned section is a link to a video Chad made of how he does all his fancy stuff on that program on his phone. So if you want to learn how to, what Kintsugi is now, and you can do it on the phone if you go see. I show it in OBS and Chad shows it in the other one there. Here, this was from Freedom's Lunch, I think. It's a bee. It's a bee. Okay, so get off, B. All right, so like I said, this is gonna be a work stream now. I mean, that was the whatever. We could degenerate into a chat show if you guys ask the questions or something. Otherwise, I'm gonna be working through this. Now, come on, this one. making more distillate from this thing. So, is it the case that anybody other than me can pin that link? Or do I need to open YouTube and stick it at the top over there? All right, I'm way ahead of where I was in the actually watching it now, so I have to go back. I had his introduction. The thing is, like, if you can do it with just using the pause feature in OBS, then you don't have to throw it into something like Lightworks or the Black Magic and do the actual cutting and pasting of the clips. But you know, you work with what you have. You work with what you have. That link. It said I pinned it, right? That puts you on the screen here with me in the chat window. It's very exciting. It's very exciting. But let me go back to where I actually was in this thing, which was probably, what 1915, yeah? Sorry. You got to do that. And then you start recording, and I guess you should probably, I don't know, we'll just, now I got to cut all that out the front. But it should be paused. Oh dear. Talk, John. So this is what it looks like to me working. If you guys say things in the comments, I can make it show up, and if there are questions, I'll answer them and stuff. Otherwise, it's just like I listen to it and I get the gist, and so like when I'm done, I'll have something shorter that's a remembrance of what was in the conversation and the key moments for people who don't have the time to watch it. Whereas, I because I stalked past the poll on his channel, you see here. Oh wait, no, I have to stop that one. Stop that one. Add this one, because that's the way life works. You see on this one, you can see if you stalk him on the Vanderclips channel, you know that he's probably going to be talking about academic religion was used to replace theology and it hasn't worked. And so here's a clip you'll probably see in homeroom tomorrow. So here's a clip you'll probably see in homeroom tomorrow. And I'm going to take the 2 minutes to myself.
Really important, critical conversations in the humanities come at the cost of acknowledging the fuller and I would hazard to say sort of transcendent understanding of the human. That the human has capacities that exceed our expectation, and so these sorts of altered states to me are signs of that transcendent humanity breaking through into our flat land. Now, the study of religion, I feel, is the study of religion is a newcomer onto the field of the humanities in universities. Obviously, theology isn't, but the study of religion is very new. And I think it suffers from something of an inferiority complex. It's trying to fit in with the humanities. And in order to fit in, it's sort of trying to mimic the other humanities. And I think that's just come at a great cost. I think the humanities in general have been accomplices in their own.
Is it watching my stuff, Lynn? Here, I have secret access to that Discord if my Discord's open. Let's see what those guys are up to, shall we? What are these announcements? Let's show the class. It doesn't say anything about a watch party in the announcement. Oh, there it is. At the top of the hour. Oh, that's from the 22nd, Lynn. Oh, I don't know. I think she's lying. I think there is no awakening from the meaning crisis watch party. Watchtower! And we've been had. We've been had. It's okay, Lynn. It's okay. But you should, if you guys host a watch party of my stuff at the Awakening from the Meaning Crisis Discord server, please be sure and let me know, because I'll totally watch it with you.
Hey, Trump's pirate, okay? Like, if this was a game of rock, paper, scissors, and you know that your opponent is always going to throw a rock because they're just like, oh, I'm a pirate, Oh, I'm a pirate. Well, then you can either...
How dare you? How dare you? Come on.
So I think a lot about this.
Wait. We got to go back to the work screen now. We're going back to work. Nobody wanted to come chat. Nobody wanted. It's fine. Where we at? Where we at? Oh, you know where we're not there. That one. Who's talking? This guy?
In the context of long-standing communities of practice that afford or elicit extraordinary experiences. So I'm thinking here, no doubt partly due to my training and background in the caste system. Christian monasticism. Although I would invite you, because I know you work in work and practice some Eastern traditions to complement this. But
wait a minute, isn't this a watch party now? Since we're just watching this together while I work, it's like a work watch party.
there are in monastic practice, has from its very beginnings in Egypt in the 4th century, occasioned in these men and women, these monks and nuns, extraordinary experiences.
That's a good bit, right? And like, I don't know, this will probably the product of this, because it's a work stream, and like the music, because I'm running the background loop music, will probably land weird in the clips or whatever, but you know, proof of concept, educational material.
Century occasion has from it. There are in monastic practice, but there are in monastic practice, has from its very beginnings in Egypt in the 4th century, occasion in these men and women, these monks and nuns, extraordinary experiences. Extraordinary experiences of the angelic, the demonic, the divine, and of the more than human. Visions, dreams, precognition, all variety. None of those experiences are simply taken literally and granted truth without being over generations sifted and scoured without being and granted truth without being over generations sifted and scoured almost. There is in these communities a sense that coarse self-delusion is not only possible, but is a persistent threat. And in fact, the delusion might not be even just coming from the self. There might be other forces that are trying to delude you. So obviously in a Christian framework, that's going to be somewhat Satan and his minions, the demons. But I think the point I want to pull out of it, and it's a point actually
get scissor, which gets beaten by rock, or you could just do nice little paper, nice and don't smack your lips so much. There is a word for this. I can't remember what the word is, but
remember, everybody, this is what the no agency thing used to look like before we switched to starting to use Streamlabs. And now it looks like this. Remember, everybody, there is no agency. We want what's best for you.
made by Michael Murphy in The Future of the Body too, is that these are communities that truly have developed practices and protocols for sifting through experiences. And I know that such things exist in Buddhist communities as well, where there are all.
All right. Excellent. We have a prompt from the Hive Mind chat. That's football and Otto not the devil. Now, between the two of those, and since this is of course the Reaping 201 Kintsugi live stream, now we have to do this. And hopefully the stream, it won't be so much the stream gets taken down. We'll see.
Also, practices and protocols for sifting through experiences. And I know that such things, and I want to pull out of it, and Satan and his works that are trying to delude you. So obviously, in a Christian framework, that's going to be.
Oh wait, let me grab the link for this guy. Ah, I have to throw it into the description afterward. Oh wait, that's not a good place to save it. Oh. What are we looking up? Well, first we're gonna have to go to scene, and then why don't we reset the that doesn't look comfortable. Reset transform and make it a regular sized because we're using the zoomed in ones to make the fancy thing. And this thing we're grabbing now is probably going to be normal sized. And should be lower down the hootenanny. There we go. You're a little big there, frog. Little big there, frog. But what we're gonna go grab now is Water Boy is the devil. Let's see. Foosball. Okay. Yes, Josh. We're getting to foosball now, all because of you. I hope you feel better about it. I hope you're proud of yourself. Proud of yourself. What am I doing? You're shutting off that music. That's what happened. Okay, there we go.
You playing the foosball behind my back? And the only reason I'm doing it so I can go to school. School? You going to school? Sorry, Mama, I wanted to tell you. You won't gallivant with your fancy foosball ramp in school while I'm sitting here all day with nobody to keep me company? Is that Steve? The chickens are coming home to roost, Bobby Boucher. You reap the fruit of your selfish ways. You're gonna lose all your fancy foosball games, and you're gonna fail your big exam because school is the devil. Everything is the devil to you, Mama. Well, I like school, and I like football, and I'm gonna keep doing them both because they make me feel good.
All right, the stream is still up and running. That's probably enough. Hey. Now I'll probably cut out the first 20 seconds of that and just do the devil part in the edited version of the Kintsugi cut. But, so it goes.
Somewhat of Satan and his minions, the demons. But I think the point I want to pull out of it, and it's a point actually beautifully made by Michael Murphy in The Future of the Body too, is that these are communities that truly have developed practices and protocols for sifting through experiences. And I know that such things exist in Buddhist communities as well, where there are also extraordinary visions and experiences had, but there is also a cultivation of not so much, I don't want to say it's distrust, but a critical distance on one's own experiences and the experiences of others. I think that kind of critical distance and that kind of sifting warrants the name rational in a way.
Yes.
There's a kind of rationality in that that I think we.
Hey, Magic, don't feel like you got to stick around because you're the only wrench you've seen. I'm on it too. It's fine.
We would do well to recover, or at least we would do well to resource and retrieve and maybe reimagine for the communities that we're in now, which, as you said, are spiritually not religious folks move in and out of communities, but how can we adapt that kind of communities that we're in now, which, as you said, are we do well to resource retrieve and maybe reimagine the communities that we're in now, sort of warrants others on experiences and the experiences of others. I think that kind of critical thinking, that kind of thinking, warrants the name rational in a way. Yeah. There's a kind of rationality in that I think we would do well to recover, or at least we would do well to resource and retrieve and maybe reimagine for the communities that we're in now, which you said are different than, we're not in these we're not in a position where these traditions are quite so cleanly defined one from another. These spiritual but not religious folks kind of move in and out of the community. So how can we adapt that kind of rationale, discern to a new context?
Excellent. That's part of the challenge of what you just said. I want to, first of all, I think it would be much about the rationality that.
Does the background music make the guys talking too quiet?
We have the power of a collective intelligence, of distributed cognition, both synchronically within a community and then diachronically across generations. It's very powerful, and it's doing this sifting very much so. And then I would put that we have the power of a collective intelligence, of distributed cognition, both synchronically within a community and then diachronically across generations. It's very powerful, and it's doing this sifting very much so. And then I would put to you that that sifting is not, it may not look like rationality to us because of propositional tyranny, because we have reduced knowing to propositional tyranny. We've lost the procedural knowing, we've lost the perspectival, we've lost the participatory dimensions of rationality, which probably are, in fact, I would argue, as important, and in some cases more important, than propositional inferential rationality. And so therefore, both we should acknowledge what you said, that this collective intelligence within distributed cognition greatly expanded, okay, so, and that it's also dealing with dimensions of rationality that escape our kind of flatland understanding of rationality right now. So we have to both acknowledge the depth and the breadth of it, but also the fact that it is opening up domains and dimensions of rationality that we are kind of blind to right now. So I first want to put that out and see how that lands with you as a whole. Yeah.
So earlier when I was complaining about a sort of a diminished anthropology, ontology, and epistemology that to me is sort of reflecting the study of religion and the other humanities. If I would just focus on that last one, on kind of diminished epistemology, what you just said lands very poignantly for me, which is I feel as if, as you said, there's a kind of propositional tyranny that has flattened rationality.
Yes.
And so under the banner of an expanded epistemology, how we know, I would want to include these efforts to expand rationality. What are the modes of reasoning that we might not, as you said, recognize anymore as reasoning,
yes,
but are deep forms of reasoning?
Yes.
What do they look? I mean, can we recover these and redeploy them meaningfully today?
Yeah, for me, I think of that as a sapiential notion of rationality,
Yes.
And therefore it ties to the earlier claim that therefore there are ways of disclosing the world, in that sense, knowing, that require transformation and transcendence, that like we have lost, let me call it a contemplative axis of ratio, and we reduced it to the computational, and then it has been further reduced, as you said, within the humanities, to a kind of communicative thing. And so we've got this reduction. Now, for me, when you sort of I mean, you're going to start, I think I would propose you're going to start moving towards something like a virtue epistemology, because virtues combine propositional beliefs with procedural skills, with,
Okay. I have to go into GIMP and like take out a different monster. I'm gonna put over his other shoulder for this next part, and this is probably not my, like people used to my show. This is probably not So thanks everybody for being part of this. I hope it was educational for anybody who's playing with OBS, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you comment, you get a +3 on the next savings throws. Good night, everybody. Oh, yeah. Lobster monkey goose. Oh.